God gave me a quick word today. Just a quick word for today. You on, Brad? Amen. God has given us a quick word for today. Amen. Amen. Deuteronomy, the 34th chapter, 9th verse. Actually, let's start at the 5th verse. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, opposite of Bethel. But no one knows where his grave is today. Number 7. Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes were not dim, nor his nature vigor diminished. And the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plain of Moab 30 days. So the days of the weeping and mourning was for Moses was ended. Number 9. Now Joshua, the son of Nun, was full of the spirit of wisdom. For Moses had laid his hands on him. So the children of Israel heeded him and did as the Lord had commanded Moses. I want you to look at somebody and tell them a place called next.
A place called next.
Come on, look at somebody else and say a place called next.
A place called next.
Amen. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. We on? Amen. 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 I've been watching, listening, and I've also been searching, looking at my own life. And I found out that many of us like to be first. We want to be first in everything. And the reason we want to be first in everything is because society says anything after first, y'all with me. You are a winner. You are the best. You are above when you're first. But according to the scriptures, and according to my reading and what I've read, sometimes the best place to be is not first, but next. Somebody missed that one. See, what we've done is we've gotten so caught up into being first until when we come up next, it seems like we have failed. Because what we do is we stand and we judge first by the numbers after first. What we do is we look at, if we say we're number 2 or number 3 or number 4, what we did is we look at that and we allow that to dictate how far we've come. Are y'all with me? But here's what God says. Here's what God says. God says when we do this, all we are doing is stopping ourselves from being promoted, from going to our next level. See, anytime you start looking at yourself as number 2, number 3, you put judgment on where you are. But God says, if you want to stop putting judgment, always say I'm next. Next don't mean number 2. Next does not mean that you put judgment where you are. What next says is, I don't care how many has been going before me, but my time is now. Well, can y'all help me just a little bit? You got to know how, to understand what next is. What I did was, I went and looked up the word next. I wanted to find out what next, what is the meaning of next. Here's what next means. Next means near, close, other, different, meanwhile. Let me say that again. Next means near, close, other, different, meanwhile. Okay. Here's what God put in my heart. Some of us right now, we are judging where we are by people who have already went before us. But what I found out about next is, hear this. Sometimes the best place to be is next, and while you're in next, what you ought to be doing is what next does. Next has the meaning of saying, I'm near what I've been waiting for. Next says, I'm close to what I've been waiting for. Next says, I'm different than what went before me. Can y'all hear me? Watch this. Next says, meanwhile. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing meanwhile. Because I know it's next. Next.